Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I went to the vegan camp out this year. 2022 vegan camp out. Now obviously the majority of people that went to this event were vegan, but there were a few that were meat eaters. You know, they had to go vegan for the 4 days of the festival. However, if you are thinking of going vegan, I would highly recommend to go to the event. Our friends that are not vegan actually wanted to come and join us at the event because they said it looked so good on our Instagram stories. So it just goes to show that you didn't have to be vegan to have enjoyed it. Obviously there were a lot of vegans, there just would be. I feel like it was a good experience for anyone to have gone there because there was so many talks, there was so many things to try and learn about, and it was just all round a good festival. I myself had never been to a festival before, so I had nothing really to base it on. I'd gone to Radio 1's Big Weekend back in 2016, but that was only for one day, so I don't really count that because I didn't have to do the full-on festival experience, you know, as it were. I did want to actually vlog whilst I was there, however my phone kept running out of charge, and as I bought a portable charger with me, my boyfriend and his friend kept using it, so I only actually got snippets of my time there. But I just thought I would talk over some of it, tell you about what happened, and you know, I do hope you enjoy. Even if you aren't vegan, it still is very entertaining, the things that went on there, and I just want to sort of share my experience of it all. So the first day that we went up there, it took us 7 hours. I drove for 7 hours and then had to put a tent up, and it was hot and I had no aircon. I'm getting flashbacks. The journey was meant to take 3.5 hours, but there was so many delays, so many stops. A van was on fire. It literally was a nightmare to get to. But when we finally got there, it was just such a relief. I'm not in focus. Oh. Oh, someone's playing Tame Impala. Oh. We arrived, we set up our tent. We had never actually used this tent before because my boyfriend got it for his birthday. However, it was a lot bigger than we thought and was a really, really good tent. The bugs literally colonised in our tent the entire time we were there, so that was fun. They literally dropped dead on the floor because it got so hot in the tent. So yeah. On the first night we got there, obviously set the tent up, then went and got pizza from Pereza. We normally have Pereza when we go to Brighton, so we know it was a solid choice to have. We couldn't really be bothered to go and look at anything else because we were just so hungry and we just wanted to get settled in. So once we'd actually eaten, I was then like, let's try something for a dessert, and we ended up getting a donut from Project D, and the donut that I had was called the Homer, so I'm sure you can see why it would have been called the Homer. It was delicious. I have not really had donuts since being vegan. You can't really buy them in supermarkets, and this was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Then when we were walking back through the shops, we were like, is that Joey Carbstrong? And it was. He, no joke, was there the entire weekend running his stall, selling his t-shirts and hoodies. He was still out there on one of the nights at like midnight. All the other shops had closed and he was just still out there by himself, meeting people, talking to people, selling the stuff. I was like, this man is like a workaholic. I'd be dropping dead on the floor. Just come back to my car. I have not vlogged a lot apart from like snippets of things because it's just so mental there. Like, I did not expect it to be this big at all. I'm fighting like feeling really panicky. I don't want to feel like that. But I don't know why, I feel like the first night whenever I stay anywhere, like whether it's an Airbnb, whether it is like at someone else's place, like my grandparents' house, for some reason I can't settle or feel like relaxed and comfortable on that first night. Just can't like get, I guess, comfortable in the location or wherever I am. I got sent to pick up alcohol. Oh, they are lovely and warm. My boyfriend loves these Magnum drinks. He bought 3 of them and they're 16.5% each. They've been saying I should take a shot all night and I just don't feel like it, in all honesty. I also wanted to pick up my other jumper because in the evenings it's so cold here that I'm feeling very chilly. My phone is like dying as well, so I splurged on a new charger, so I needed to get the lead for it. But apparently there's a secret party in the woods and they want to go to it, so I'll probably end up going to that one. You don't better see me very well because I'm having to record on my Snapchat, so it actually does the torch thing. It's nearly 2 a.m. People are still shouting and screaming. Music's still going on. It's so fucking cold. Like, 1 minute we're having a heat wave, and at night, let me tell you, it is so cold. You're in bed right now, or whenever you're in bed, just know it's freezing outside. I'm freezing my tits off and I have nothing. Like, the nipples are coming off. The morning came round and we were literally dying of heat exhaustion because it was so hot so early on in the morning that we just had to get out of bed. There was like no lying in. It was just up straight away, dressed out, because otherwise we were going to literally bake ourselves in that tent. I had my first festival Portaloo experience. I think the previous day had literally sucked everything up inside of me. I could not go, if you know what I mean. The experience of the Portaloos were very, very tidy. I was really like worried they were going to be disgusting, but they were really, really clean. We had these luxury toilets that were like boxes on wheels, which had actual cubicle toilets in them. It felt like a real toilet. It had sinks, and there was also blocks that had showers. The only issue with these were that they were not cleaned regularly enough and the water kept running out. So you'd go to wash your hands and there would be nothing. Not the most hygienic experience of my life. So we all walked around the shops and I bought a few things. So I was going to do like a little haul of what I got. I bought this from the vegan kind. I also got a tote bag which looked like this. Unfortunately, this melted in my bag and it says that you should not eat chocolate that's melted and rehardened because apparently bacteria can grow in it, so unfortunately I can't try it, but I really wanted to. The problem with this was that it was so hot that I didn't feel like eating anything sweet, so there was so many chocolates and like cakes and stuff, and I just didn't feel like eating any of it because it was just too hot to even like stomach that kind of stuff. I also got this from the vegan kind, which is feeling vibrations in your incredible crystal ball roller gloss, and it actually has amethyst in it, and the actual roller ball is amethyst, and it's so glossy on your lips. And also the first one that I actually picked up and bought the seal was already broken, so I took it back and they gave me a new one, which was lovely of them. That's the thing, every vendor here was so nice. Like, so many places were giving like discounts off if you didn't want everything that they included in the meals and stuff like that. It was just so lovely. Before we arrived as well, I stopped before Holland and Barrett. I forgot to say this, but I picked up this sun cream. It's a mineral sun cream. I literally cannot use like Nivea, Dove, all that stuff for some reason. It gives me rashes on my face. So this is what I used. I did not burn at all. I actually tanned a little bit. Probably can't, I don't know if you can see it, but my skin got so clear from being out in the sun using literally a pea-sized amount of this for the entire day. Then I also picked up this simple radiance booster, which you just pat onto your face. You can even pat it over makeup, and it literally makes you shine. And it also has SPF in it, so it's a little protection. Anyway, I then also picked up this nail varnish by Nail Kind. I'm wearing it now, it's chipped. It dried really fast, and it was actually very relaxing to do when it was really hot. Then I picked up this razor from Wild and Stone. I wanted a razor like this for ages. Got a purple one. The reason I wanted one is because I learned that the lubricating strip on razors actually contains carcinogenic materials, so I didn't really want to use them anymore and wanted a cute one. So I got one of these, haven't used it yet, don't know how difficult they are, but it just came in a really cute bag as well. So I got this one that says eco over ego. I think it's cute. It's a cute colour. It's a little crop top. You know, it's got a stain on it. Probably some food from the camp out, but... And finally, I got this really cute set. I think the brand is called Ethics, but they've like taken parts of the word out. It says Ethics there. It's long sleeved. The matching part of it again has Ethics there. There's just some cute biker shorts. The first pair of these that I got actually ripped a hole in them when I put them on, and they replaced them for me for free, which was absolutely great. So after that, we went and watched some reggae music. We chilled in our tent for a bit after going to the vegan sign, and later walked back down to watch reggae music, and it was by that man that was like, cucumber.
Welcome to Maccabees Medical Mondays. Today it's all about the cucumber. And as they call it in Jamaica, what you say? Can you hear you? Come on, cucumber. Louder. Come on. One more time. All right. Vitamins, minerals, very high, you know, silica. Here and nails get longer. And the vitamin make them hold them stronger. Until it's so next to you.
After that, we went and got a sushi burrito. Unfortunately, Lewis did not like his, but I loved mine. And because I only got avocado and cucumber in mine, they charged me a £5, and normally they were a £10, so I felt very blessed for that.
Still trying to write a book.
Oh, there you go, that's better.
But more and more I was...
And after that, went back to the tent. Lewis's friend was not feeling the best after drinking a bit too much the night before, so he ended up going to bed, and then we went, and me and Lewis went to the hip hop night that was on in the main tent. Each night they basically did a different music night, so the first one was heavy metal and rock, the second was hip hop, and the third was techno. It was techno. So obviously I went and watched the hip hop night, and on the way home they actually had these fire people like doing all the thing with the fire.
It's turbo time.
He's putting it
Turbo
out.
time.
I'm start posting it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was really, really cool to watch. So the following day we woke up and went for another morning walk. I really personally enjoy doing these every morning. We'd go and get coffee, and all the coffees are made with this new brand called Lilk. They were something else. They were so good. Muffin, and then sat by the lake and watched the little baby swans and the little baby ducks, and it was so cute. The place actually had an area for like yoga, meditation, fitness, games. It had a tent for the speaking, which was called the activism stage. There was the main stage and then there was the music stage, and I also filmed a bit just to show like where the areas were. So you can camp out. That's the activism stage. We haven't gone there yet. That's the main stage. And around the back is the music stage, and those are the food things, vendors, all along there. Then I picked us up some watermelon slices. Personally, I didn't like these too much because they had been frozen and then defrosted, so it made the watermelon taste, like texture, a bit weird, and I ended up giving the rest of mine to Lewis because I didn't really like that. So then I went back to my tent and got changed because JME was on later on. Completely mucked the times up. I had it in my head that he was on later than he was, and I got changed. We were just going to take our tent down, and then all of a sudden we heard him singing, rapping, and we were like, is that him? Oh god, he's on. Normally the walk would take us 30 minutes to get down to the main area from where we were where our tent was. We got there in 5 minutes. You best believe we fucking ran. So we finally made it down. We saw our 2 favourite songs and the whole set was just amazing. He was really funny. He'd eaten too much food, he couldn't jump around to begin with. He also said about how clean the toilets were, which I totally agree with. The portaloos were like immaculate. And I managed to record the 2 songs that I wanted to. If one of them try violate me, you get boxed in the back with a front door key. Boxed in the neck with a back door. You get boxed in the eye with an M6 key. One box in the back with a boat I used to long into my HSBC. Talk about back, killing with bees when I bring the doors out. 2 of my G's, get the money out. Money in his mouth. Suffocate out with about 2 G's. Suffocate out with about 4 G's. Then I might just squeeze. I'll bury my 2 push shuttle. Ain't got time to do 60. These MCs don't rappers wanna chat about their syllables. Their multis, their similes. All right. Then I got through with ABC. Girls that man like JBC. Better pictures when it's in our street. Old school fruit boy like crazy T. All you man don't know about me. Bad boy, bad boy MC. Say my head. Marshall Donald's good TV. As for the albums, please stop me. I'm gonna back with a degree. Buzz up the mic, Jack was green. The music originated and will always remain in the streets. What about? You shot me now? Who's not allowed? Easy when the smoke come out. Got a man don't care about all that. It was just mad, like honestly it was mad. A lot of the time there I did not have too much of bad anxiety. There were definitely points where I had to take myself away for a bit to just be calm and still, but ultimately a lot of it I felt like really positive and happy, and it just felt like such a good vibe to be around, to be honest. JME was amazing. My phone was on 3% and it lasted for the 2 songs that I wanted to record, and then it died. So he was taking pictures with people. Unfortunately, I couldn't get one with him. And after that, we also went and got pizza and ended up watching Earthling Ed's talk. Then we had to pack up our tent because I did not want to drive back on Monday. I did not want to go through the blistering heat yet again. So we packed the car up and ended up leaving around 10:30. And I got back at 3 AM. All in all, I had a absolutely amazing time there. I got myself so worried about things going wrong when I was there, and I just really did not need to worry about it. Everyone was so lovely. Just the whole thing was just a great experience, and I definitely want to go next year. The other highlights for me from going there was that I saw Fun for Louis. I did not speak to him. He was literally getting food, and I just felt like it was just rude to interrupt him because he was already talking to someone else. One of the mornings when I queued up to go to the bathroom, I literally looked in front of me and I was like, no way, no way. It's Ruby Granger. I have followed Ruby since I was 16. When I was doing my GCSEs and I found her revisions like style videos really good. I also love Harry Potter, so I loved all the lookbooks that she did, and it was just mad to like she was just there, like right in front of me, and I was just like, do I say something, don't I? Like, it's just a bit weird, like we're queuing up to go to the toilet. And so I was like, you're Ruby Granger, and she was like, I am, what's your name? And I was like, I'm Charlotte. No joke, she was so lovely. She literally didn't make me feel weird about like going up to her or anything like that, and she just had like a genuine conversation with me about what we've been doing, what we've been seeing, what we'd liked so far when we were going home, and it was just really good. And when after she came back out the bathroom, she was like, well, it was lovely to meet you, Charlotte, enjoy the rest of your trip. And I was like, and that whole day, I saw her on Saturday, and the rest of the day I was just like beaming. I was like, this is so cool. My time at Vegan Camp Out was a blast. I would definitely recommend going if you wanted to, if you're thinking about it. There is so much for everyone. It was blistering hot. I'm sad I didn't get to go to the yoga or meditation things, but it just didn't end up working out that way for me. Lots of other people did. I'm sure it was very enjoyable. There's not really much I can say that's bad, you know, apart from the toilets and the water running out. That's really the only thing that went wrong. Hopefully the lineup next year is as good as it was this year, but we will see. And obviously I learned a few different things. Definitely that I can cope at a festival, I can do it. You know, my anxiety didn't have to rule that weekend, my problem with food didn't rule that weekend, and I actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed something, and you know, it felt good, really good. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe for some more, and I'll see you guys next time.